we're back. Yeah. Good strong spark there, can't go wrong with that. So yeah, as I was saying, it's probably pissing me off, combined with the projector blowing up business. I need to find the PS3 or get a CRT widescreen. Now, you don't really need a widescreen CRT except for things like Xbox and PS2. There were widescreen game options. And DVD movie playback, obviously. Just cutting it a bit fine there. Those conveyor belts are hypnotic. Of course, Matthew Smith did everything in this game. This music, I believe, also. I have to check that. Obviously not on the C64. He did the Spectrum music. The graphics are the same on the C64, which is why it only uses 32 out of the 40 columns to match the lower resolution of the Spectrum screen. Yeah, so I really need to find a PS3 and another HDMI cable. So yeah, I was also thinking this is actually a really good representation if the camera's fucking focused and you can actually pick up the actual dots on the little 5-inch CRT screen. Because you're getting the sound from the Sony TV, but it's a shit microphone, pinhole microphone, so I can't find the fucker. You're getting a pretty good representation of how it would sound on an actual SX64, as well as a good representation of the CRT screen. Now obviously the keyboard's better, so you'll have to start typing on the Commodore 128D. Yeah, don't want to take too many risks here, buddy. So there you go. If you do that, then you get the full experience. Commodore 128D is a lot easier to find than the SX64, so in this case, this isn't really bootleg years. The undiscovered Manic Miner. Perhaps that would make a good name for it. But I've kind of tacked this on to everything. This is my go-to game if I want to play an 8-bit platform game, non-scrolling. I'd really like an easy, reliable solution. As you saw, the fucker just stopped loading discs, probably because I've run through all them like grimy, dusty discs. Shouldn't have done that. So it definitely needs cleaning now, so that's like bloody 4 out of the 5, because one of them won't get past the black screen, so it needs a new ROM. Don't know if it's a kernel or the basic ROM, something like that. Hardware probably is functioning, so yeah, we'll go the next time. And this game is a genius of design, and I've explained why. And I've explained why I want to play all the levels, because I actually want to learn the game. I think it is this time actually. That was close. Yeah, once you know what you've got to do on this level and what is time critical, there's nothing time critical on the previous one. You have to be a confident jumper though, basically. It's just not going to work if you're not. If you're a hesitant jumper, or you're using a shit joystick or them shitty keys on the 48K Spectrum, you'll be hampered. There will be added frustration. Combine that with a C64 unique jump controls, which are an improvement and therefore valid to make this the best version. It's a butchered version of In the Hall of the Mountain King from the, is it the Peer Gynt suite? Yeah, time for a bit of refreshment. There's no space for a shit product placement, although I should try. You might get a hint of the colours. It's basically the Diet Coke can, but with a gold background. Can you see that, sir? Don't want to move the camera. There you go. Don't want to drop the bastard either. See? Shit product placement. I have to have this. I'm on a caffeine-free sort of situation at the moment. Now this one requires accuracy and knowledge of exactly how far you can and can't jump, and also a design, intentional design of standing on the edge of flat platforms but facing backwards to the precipice, by the fucking nails of your toes. You'll see that later, and how far high you can actually jump. So it's important to know how far you can fall, because you can fall a certain amount and then after that you don't lose energy, you die. Dun dun dun. Yeah. So the design up to about level 5, I can appreciate the design, and you know, I'm really glad that I understand that. Not only knowing how to play it, but understanding the genius of this design that Matthew Smith has done for you, along with the graphics. So I've already discussed that you have to sort of be on the edge for that one. So yeah, the learning curve is just, it's just AAA, Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, Xbox quality. And here you have to know not to fall, and knowing that you can't jump, which you would test by pressing the fire button. Nah, don't go off the edge, you dog. Just a little bit more, gotta get it. So yeah, and the reason I'm playing this game is I really want memories of actually playing this game. I want to try and rekindle those. This is one where you have to go sort of to the edge. Yeah, probably a little bit extra there for you. Extra bonus edge. I remember once I forgot to get one of the things. Then you're fucked. And you can miss stuff as well. So you have to remember that He has to be on the upright, yes. Toilet coming towards you. And then you can just make the jump. See, it's sort of like, you just have to find a path through the moving objects. This one I've lost so many lives on when I shouldn't. It's a psychological one. You feel claustrophobic. And this is definitely one where a surprise thing will happen. So if you get the things in the wrong order, it is going to be impossible. And one of them, the one you get second from last, that is actually really tough to do. There's various ways of doing it, but the air supply is generous, no matter what the challenge. See how far you can jump? And here it's a simple case of you have to wait for him to go all the way up the top, because he's the only one that will do this new thing now, where he starts zooming down, and here you can have a bit of a respite. So I've got all the way here. There you go. And here you can have a think about it. So yeah, it's like a flow of movement and to the solution for every level. So that's what you need to know. If you're ever going to do a remake of Manic Miner, then you have to be able to do that. So getting one is just really easy. It's a timing thing here. And I think you're really supposed to get that one there while you're down there. Yes, it's not gunfire, don't worry. It's just hardwood cat litter in hard plastic trays on the other side of the wall to you. This is a cat's room after all. Trying to work out when the best time to go would be, and then like that, yeah. So it is very, very doable. Now here you'd be worried about whether you can do it in one fell swoop. So I am actually running out of time now. I have spent. See, I didn't know if I would make that. That's probably the limit of how far you can jump, actually. Now you have to work out when you can go with him. So probably just best to follow him, and then you can always stop it. Now I'm not really sure how you get this one, because actually that's it now. So you have to somehow get all the way back up there, I think. Really left that a bit too, and he goes faster than you as well. What a git. So you can get back. Oh no, see, I'm running out of time now. Oh, hang on. Oh man, I was just about to jump and we would have got to the next level. That's not bad though. I only taken one life to actually work it out. So the whole don't play the game for ages business, and then when you come back to it, you just can't get that one then. You have to drop down after him and get it now. And they do go faster than you, that's the thing. So that was a bit risky. This one here, so yeah, really shouldn't fuck about actually, because they do go faster than you. Just wait for him. Go as soon as he turns around, because he does actually then. So then you just jump over him, and here, you just jump up here, and it's just a reverse to go back now. So it's quite a tricky level, but as long as you give yourself enough of a head start there and jump right on the edge there, and then you want to go straight back up here. See, this is the absolute worst way you do it actually. I need it to be over there. See, I knew I would have done it. I was just so out of time. And I wasn't even chatting shit. And here we go. The fact I have definitely been to this one. There is a definite way that you have to do this level. May involve jumping. So yeah, you could go over there and like be safe, but it's not really going to help you. You have to time this really well, I guess. So you can still drop off there. So I'm gonna guess I want to. So it's quite a dodgy one, isn't it? Ah, see. This is the beauty of this game. The real enjoyment is just working out every screen. And if you jump early enough here, you'll still make it. So yeah, we do actually need to time this one. So you just need to get up here. See, now you've overcompensated the other way, but we've got to level 7. That's bloody amazing, that is. Oh no, I should never do it with a disc in there, even though it's not a bloody Coleco Adam. Them stupid cassettes that wipe themselves when you fucking turn it on. So you better not have your cassettes in there, even though they're not called cassettes, they're called data packs or some shit. Speaking of memory, don't like the slight ticking noise I'm getting there. Right, there is only 3 games on this disc, and we've played Pharaoh's Curse. I'm sure we've played it, so, and we know that this is the version of Blue Max that does work on the C64 that has no tape interface and is not loading from tape. Now, I also found another PS2 game which I might try on the LCD, but I can't record from the LCD because there's nowhere to put the camera that doesn't bounce up and down. But I also found, you won't be able to see that, I bet, Mr. Bean. It's actually Mr. Bean for the PS2, which I must have bought yonks and yonks ago, or possibly just a year ago, for £5. Who knows? There's no receipt in there. There's no manual in there, which is why I think it's quite expensive. But I must have thought, well, it's an unusual game, and if I did get it 10 years ago for £5, well, just happened to be the version I found, and that was probably good enough for me. So, hang on, my bloody, hey, you know what? Right. So yeah, this is all in an S, right? The other one had the print statements. Not a problem. If I had my reading glasses on. No. 14, I believe. We'll get there, don't worry. Okay, that's weird. It should have said loading Manic Miner. No, it hasn't actually printed that bit. Alright. So maybe the other program, someone just tacked that on there. Trying to be cool, you know, adding to someone's cracked PRG file loaded in 3 parts with a simple SYS call which does this bit, types. That actually prints up the please wait cassette will pause bollocks. They should have said disk. Disk doesn't even pause it. It's not a multi-loading game. But yeah, I've got about 40 gig of this stuff, which means 80 gig I need. 2 times 40 gig on separate hard drives. I need for all of these that I've done. And there's quite a lot of them. I'm actually running to the limits of how much free space I've got. So, could be a problem. And he agrees. I like pilot controls myself. I'm going to have gravity on today. I think my cat likes the music. It's alright. It's kind of like a reed instrument or harpsichord tune. Yeah, it's supposed to go woo. You know what, I really need to check the SCART cable now, but nothing else had this problem, although these are early games, so. Yeah, it's the sound channel that does like the boomy noises. It's like the filter's been set wrong. But I wonder if there's anything I could do on the TV remote here. Get right up there, mate. I see there's gravity. You see, that was a bit late. Come on, man. Trying to do 2 things at once. That was close. Come on, man. No, sorry, that didn't make a difference. No, there's definitely something going on with the C64's filter there, but I've played modern games on this, you'll remember, from the History in the Making by US Gold. That's really annoying now. Crap. Oh no, and I haven't got a tape copy as well. And you know, playing the game and then dying and then playing it again, that's a shame. So yeah, I'll probably stop recording these here. So what a cliffhanger. We got to the VAT and won't be the cable at all. That's a stupid thing. Right, yeah, if you stay on the runway, it will fix any damage you've got as well. And you have to pull up, which may be up on the joystick or down on the joystick, depending on whether you use pilot controls or not. Yeah, it's the filter channel that's really... I can hear them, but it's like the filter's set to the maximum. But the odds of this loading with that error, or loading absolutely correctly, compared to not loading at all, are exactly the same actually. So, yeah, possible. But yeah, I don't think I can do any more of these now. I'm really going to have to start editing them and get another hard drive, I think. So this has incurred a cost. But basically I'm going to be playing games all the time in between work I do on the house. So yeah, I'm not going to stop playing games, but there's no point recording anymore because I can't really edit them. I ain't got the time to edit them, especially not without the projector as well. Yeah, actually it's not fire. Yeah, see, I was pushing back on the joystick and pressing fire, so it's not the TV, it's not the cable, it's either the program. No, because we've played Beachhead on here and the SID was fine. It is the program. There is something funny. Might be a very tiny difference between a 64 and an SX64. Although I think only possibly the basic ROM is different, and the bit where the shift and run stop is. So obviously you've got to hit anything that's if you're the same height as the except my guns have been damaged, of course. So next time we land, we've got to stay long enough for the guns to be fixed. Oh right, yeah, the guns just magically start working when I don't need them. So you can get bombed while you're on the runway. Madam, sir, whatever. So obviously I'll be playing these games and enjoying them. And yeah, don't think that you press fire to start, it will let you go anyway. That was actually really... Now some say the wind is coming down. That's a real bastard actually. Won't let me go all the way up. Yeah. So obviously the higher you are, the safer you are from the flak. But it's harder to hit any targets as well, like the buildings. The higher up you are. And definitely the moving targets. Especially the boats. The boats are like one of the most difficult. Now I wouldn't mind playing this on a real Atari as well. So I suppose when I finish one of the rooms, I could show you a nice mint condition, almost new condition Atari 800 XL and all the associated packaging in similar condition. That would be nice. So I'd be like Brian Jacks. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? You've got an hand. Oh no. So, man, who put a fucking runway right in front of a tree? The end of the runway. How stupid. You got fuck all round it and then just magically right there. I bet that's random. So yeah, that's a great game. But nah, I really need the sound. So don't think I'm gonna play anything else now. So that's it for this series. Maybe one day I'll edit all this footage, about 200 gig, and upload it